In half a mile, keep right to stay on I-77 North. Keep right to stay on I-77 North. Continue on I-77 North for 2 miles. In 2 miles, take exit 35 for Brawley School Road toward Charlotte Highway. In half a mile, take exit 35 for Brawley School Road toward Charlotte Highway. Take exit 35, then you'll use the right lane to take the Brawley School Road East ramp.
Sorry guys, I'm driving a special guest home. So I'm a little preoccupied.
Use the right lane to take the Brawley School Road East ramp. Then at the next stop sign, you'll turn right.
She's at like a light.
At the stop sign, turn right onto North Carolina 1100 Brawley School Road. At the next light, use the left 2 lanes to turn left.
You okay?
At the light, turn left onto Talbert Road.
Oh no, it's okay. Right here. Almost forgot. Say hi. Hi, special guest. I'm taking a beautiful young lady home. Very beautiful young lady home. Yeah, look, see, you know, it's stupid. Freaking crazy guy, he's spinning out his tires and the car's doing fishtails. Meanwhile, I have a lovely, lovely guest in my car, and that's the last thing I need is for her to get hurt. Say hi. Mm-hmm. She doesn't want to be on camera. It's okay. Today was a long long, drawn-out day.
At the next light, turn right. At the light, turn right onto Hathaway Lane. Then you'll take your first left. Turn left, then immediately turn right into the parking lot.
Yeah, here, right.
Turn right into the parking lot. Then your destination will be on the right.
Gentlemen, I have to
Your
do
destination is on the right.
manly duty. Get this lady home. I should meet her. Wow. Okay, Mom. God, that woman can kiss. Let me turn this off. I don't think I need. No. I can't see my eyes. She's tired, and so am I. That woman can kiss, let me tell you. Holy shit. I don't kiss and tell because I don't like getting personal with stuff, but man, that what a woman. You guys wouldn't believe me if I told you anyway, but if you heard that female voice in my car just now, you wouldn't believe. You wouldn't believe me if I told you. You really wouldn't believe me if I told you. I slept off the afternoon a little bit. Went to go do my thing today. Ran into this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful woman. Gorgeous woman. And it just, we hit it off instantly. What's going on? Yeah, good evening, everybody. Today was just a very, very rough day, but then all of a sudden a little miracle happened. I mean, I'm all the way north in, what is this, Mooresville? Which is north of Charlotte. About, by car, it's about 45 minutes out of Charlotte. And I met another girl, another woman. Wouldn't believe it, how we met. It just happened. I still can't believe what happened, how it all just, it's like God said, I know you're going through a rough patch, I know you're going through a hard time, here's a beautiful woman for you, and just like that. Man, let me tell you, this woman, she is, Jesus, man. How's it going, everybody? What a woman. Holy cow. Holy cow. When I tell you I still, see, I don't know this road too well. I gotta be careful. Hold on. Here, folks, I gotta focus on the road here for a little bit. I kind of remember how to get back onto the highway here. I just don't want to be drowned out by the GPS on my phone because that thing sucks. It's so freaking loud and screechy and sounds like a box of... Is it there? Oh yeah, right there. Okay. Once I get onto the highway, I pretty much know where I'm going from this point. Well, I'm just coming home. I can't really... Peace of mind. Let me close the windows here too. Put the AC on. Get all this stuff going before I can really focus on the chat. So, you know, things have been very, very, very tough lately. And somehow, again, God has responded to all the shit that's been going on. And I met another woman today, out of nowhere, and she saw I was in bad shape today. She saw I wasn't doing good. Told her what was happening with me, what was going on with all this stuff, and then just out of nowhere, one thing led to another. I just dropped her off. I mean, she lives, like I said, about 45 miles out of, or 45 minutes out of Charlotte, where I live. We hit it off, like, but then again, I don't want to get too happy because of the things that have been going on to me and around me. I really don't want to get my hopes up. But the time we spent together today was just like, holy shit. So now I have about an hour to drive back to Charlotte. At least I got that going for me, you know? I'm tanking down Gatorade left and right, just to straighten my head out. That's like one of the best hangover cures I've got for myself is Gatorade, the sugar-free stuff. I'm trying to stay away from the Red Bulls at night. But man, this woman, it happened out of nowhere. That her and I hit it off just like that. She saw how in rough shape I was. She's got hair down to the crack of her butt. I mean, beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous woman. We talked and talked and talked. Supposed to meet up with each other on Friday again. She's got to work early in the morning. We could have hung out all night long, but unfortunately here in North Carolina, a lot of the restaurants and bars and stuff like that close around 11 o'clock. Some places do stay open until 2 in the morning, but being that she lives way up here past Lake Norman, I really didn't want to get myself all messed up. I mean, I already had a messed up day as it is already. I didn't want to get any worse. But she was a big help. Snap me out of this funk. You never know, like when you're thrown a hard time or you're going through some hard stuff, God's got that funny way of just like trying to restore your faith. You know I wear the symbology of my ancestors around my neck with the Mjolnir, I keep saying it wrong. Mjolnir, Thor's hammer, is like Norman on both sides of it. But God's got that funny way of saying, I'm still here. That's exactly what happened today. Like, I was not expecting this woman. She gave me her phone number. She took the time to kind of like straighten me out today. I had a good time with her too. I had a really good time with her. Got all emotional. You know, and then when we got into the car to drive her back home, she fell asleep in the car seat here. Or in the passenger side, I should say. And she snuggled up on my shoulder, which was cute. And that's when I started the live stream. She was like snuggled up on my shoulder. And then she kind of, because of the way the roads are here, sometimes they wind around a little bit, so she kind of like, you know, rolled over like a sack of potatoes against my door right there, which is kind of funny. But then once she heard the GPS go off, she jumped out of her sleep, and I was trying to get her to, I don't know if you guys heard her voice, but I was trying to, like, you know, get her to say hi on camera, but she's very shy that way. Not saying that, you know, she doesn't take photos and stuff like that. It's just, you know, she was really tired, and I mean, we had a good time. I needed it. I needed a getaway for a little bit. And nothing can make a man feel better than having a woman's company. Nothing feels better for a man than having, you know, the way this woman held my hand, and you know, like I said, she was snuggling up on my shoulder here. It was really trying to make me feel better, and we got real deep there for a while, getting into certain topics and certain conversations. But she saw I was having a rough time. You know, she came to my place, you know, and she saw the setup that I got. It's very simple, nothing complicated. You know, right after she left the car, her and I were making out like little kids just now, and it just happened. I can't explain it. I'm not going to try to explain it. Even in religious texts, it says yours is not to question why, you know? And this is one of those times again where my faith is in question, because with all the stuff that's gone on, and the way I continue to be under assault by people, the way I continue to be attacked and get suckered into, because my fucking heart is I'm too generous and too giving and too caring of a guy to be a sucker to everybody, to be used and taken advantage of. That it's just a breath of fresh air, and I'm hoping to fucking God that this isn't going to be a three-peat. I really hope this is not a three-peat. And what was cool, she was honest with me right off the bat. She's like, you know, I got older kids. They're all in their teens. She was very straightforward and honest with me, which I appreciate, because the last two women cheater and a fucking liar. Cheater and a liar. This one, though, like I said, it just happened to be that we bumped heads together and just started talking and talking and talking and talking, and then the conversation just continued on and on and on and on. Hopped in my car. You know, she helped me, you know, and I told her everything that's been going on, and I mean everything. I told her about myself. I told her about the personal attacks that are going on against me. She's seen, you know, and she saw my work desk. All the paperwork is there. You know, and she straightforward told me, stop trying to sell yourself to me. I don't care about any of that stuff. I care about you. Not any of that stuff. You have a lot of ugly, disgusting, vicious people out there that just want to see you suffer. You know, and then she was telling me her personal stories, and I'm not going to get into it because that's nobody's business. But it's just the blunt honesty. The blunt honesty that this woman has. And she's a tall woman. She's about up to my chin. Very tall woman. She's around my age. She grabbed my face with her two hands, real soft. Just kissed me on the cheek originally, and then all of a sudden, like little kids, we started making out. God's got that funny way, you know what I mean? I can't really read the chat, guys. I'm sorry, I didn't bring my reading glasses on me because I had to rush her to get her home because she has to work tomorrow. So, I'm still trying to recover from before. I'll give you just a very quick recap. I bumped into a woman today who saw, after I did that live stream today, I was not in good shape at all. I'm not going to lie to any of you. I was teetering on the brink of self-destruction. And one thing just led to another, you know? And met this beautiful, beautiful woman. And we just started talking and talking and talking. And she saw that there was something going on with me. Women are very astute that way. Never underestimate the power of the observation of women, certain women, like good women. And she's like, clearly you're either going through a lot or have been through a lot. And I'm like, is it really that obvious? Am I that easy to read? She's like, well, you just don't seem, like, the conversation was so deep. She's like, you don't seem happy. You seem far away. And it just, like this woman could see through me. It was scary. Like, not saying that she was getting a beat on me, but it was scary how she felt like she was looking through my soul almost. It was bizarre. I never had a woman do that before with me. Like, she just, the things that she happened to have said, and the conversation kept getting deeper and deeper and deeper. You know, I'm like, you know, I run a small business out of my home. I live over here. This, that, and the other thing. She's like, don't describe it. Show me. I was like, really? It's like, yeah, I'm not kidding. Show me. You don't look like the type of guy that's going to hurt me or anything. Show me. brought her to my home for a little bit. You know? Just one thing led to another, led to another, led to another. It was like something out of one of those movies that I can't explain. Yeah, but it was starting to get late. You know, she lives, like I said, all the way up here, north of me. You know, it's about a 45-minute ride to where she lives, where I just dropped her off. So I had to make sure I wanted to get her home on time, so because she's got work tomorrow. So it's just bizarre how things work out. You know, and all day long I've been questioning my faith. I've been questioning everything, like questioning the world, questioning myself. And then just out of nowhere, this woman just is in front of me. Are you doing okay? You don't look so good. I'm like, excuse me? Just like couldn't help but notice. It started off like that. I couldn't help but notice it, but you look like you've been through a lot, or you lost a loved one or something. I forgot how the whole conversation started. It was something to that effect. And I'm like, you know, well, I mean, my dad died last year. I had a woman cheat on me this year. And then I had a woman use me and lied to me and tried to get me to find her an apartment and all this bullshit. And got lied to and taken advantage of, and I'm kind of like sick of it. I'm being attacked online for no reason because there's a group of men that just won't fucking leave me alone. And then every time I would open up my mouth, she would have like some logical, blunt but logical things she would say to me. You know, I'm not gonna lie, she made me crack a smile a couple times, you know. Like I said, it was just weird how everything just happened the way it did. Can't explain it to any of you, but just I've had moments like this happen before where it's just like it doesn't feel real, you know? And right now I'm questioning my faith because I'm like, why am I being put through all of this stuff? And yet cross paths with one woman. She's a lying fraud and a cheat. And then this one blatantly used me for my fucking resources. Is that a helicopter or a fucking... That's weird. Drone. It looks like a drone. It's like stationary. It's weird. Yeah, that's a drone. I never seen an airborne drone like that before. Oh yeah, that's definitely a drone. I thought they were illegal here in Charlotte. I know you guys can't see what I see, but yeah, that's a drone. Flying over the car, definitely. But anyway, it's just weird how this happened. And it's just a thing she was saying. She's like, I don't get the impression that you would hurt her soul. I'm like, you know, I could be a very angry man sometimes. Because I'm so fed up with the world around me, and I'm so fed up with people, and fed up with their nonsense and their deceit. She's like, I can see that. You look. What was the word she used? There was a specific word she used. Was it war torn? That was the word she used. You look war torn. She said it point blank. She's like, you're the type that you look like the type of man that understands what empathy is. When certain people go through so much, they understand what it's like to be in pain in more ways than one. And I'm like, you got to please stop. Like the conversation. That's when the conversation started getting weird. Like, this woman was not. I don't know if she was analyzing me or trying to understand me or what, but it was just spooky because she kept saying these things that just made sense. She's like, you know, you seem like somebody that's been through so much pain and hurt that you know what it's like to suffer, and you don't want to have that happen to you, or you don't want to have that bestowed on you. You don't want to dish it out to people. And just like, I'm like, you got to stop, please. You're too much. Like, I wish people, like, I found myself telling her, I wish people saw the world like the way you do. I'm one of the most misunderstood people you can ever know, and it's like I get tired of the default judgments. People think they know who I am, and they don't. They don't see me in action when I'm doing good things for people. And unfortunately today, it's like everything has to have proof. You have to have paperwork. You have to have it on film. You have to, and it's like sometimes just take a person's word for it. You know, she understood all that. I was shocked. She's like, well, I want to see. I don't think you're a bad guy. You seem like the type of man that would never put his hand on a woman. Like, well, some people out there have some bad ideas about me, but no. She did. She got in my car, went to my apartment, went inside for a couple hours. Got in the car, dropped her off. Now I'm heading home. That's pretty much it. That's the whole story. She wants to see me on Friday. I hope. But hope and me don't mix, unfortunately. Not anymore. Hope and myself don't go very far anymore. I would like to believe what happened today was a good thing. Like I said, first she put her hand on my face, then she put both of her hands on my face, gave me a peck on the cheek, and then it turned into just a beautiful, beautiful, warm. It wasn't like you were making out, you know, to get some. I wasn't out to get any, you know what I mean? But she was just kisses that I got from this woman. Beautiful, beautiful kissing lips. That's why I'm perplexed right now. You know, I'm here. I'll probably be home in like another 15 minutes. I'm on I-77. I'm dumbfounded because nothing you know, I always, I hate to say it, I've become the quintessential, man, look how fast these fuckers are going, Jesus. That's why I don't like being on I-77. If I were to point the camera forward, these guys are dangerous, man, and they drive right up to your bumper like these two are. I don't know if I can catch it in time. You might not be able to see it. Yeah, too late now. Anyway, I don't want to talk about bad stuff right now. I don't want to talk about anything negative. Today was just a rotten day all around until, like I said, I ran into this woman. She was reading me like a book, beat for beat, word for word. I got a bunch of her photos on my phone, which is cool. And she's just smell good, beautiful. But I'm dumbfounded, like. You know, my mom always said that sometimes God has a funny way of showing that he's watching you. You know, there were a couple personal videos I sent to my mother since my dad died last year where I'll be at my work desk and Clarence Clearwater Revival will come on with, what's that baseball song? Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play today. It'll come on when I'm working on my baseball cards at my desk, and I would say, look, Dad's here. He's fucking with me again. Because that one particular song relates to me doing my baseball card stuff, you know? She would always tell me she's very superstitious like that when God is there by your side, you'll know it. Because the unexpected will happen, and like I said, with this woman I just dropped off right now at home, telling you for beat, word for word. Beat for beat, word for word. She was reading me like a book. It was scary because I'm like, you know, and like I said, I told her, please stop. Just we'll see what happens. Well, she told me a little bit about like what she's been going through or has gone through. You know, like I said, I know she's got kids. That's one thing I got to say that she was good with. At least she was straightforward and said, I have kids. This happened to me. That happened to me. Boom, 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 boom. So at least that part is spoken for, which is something I need. I'm tired of the fucking lies and deceptions of people. And it was nice, like, she's looking up at me like this, and she's like, you look like you need a hug. And then she put her hand on my face, and then she put the other hand on the other side of my face, and then gave me this big kiss on my cheek, and then I have a lot to think about. I really have a lot to think about. There's a lot of things right now I need to think about. I didn't want to wear the Mike Piazza jersey, but I'm like, this is one of the jerseys. I wanted to do a redux on this, but I don't care anymore at this point. I really don't. Well, at least one thing is for certain. The car is handling well. I still need to put like 200 miles on the car to get the car's computer to reset itself. And these drives, you know, at least doing this tonight with these type of drives, it helps. And I miss driving too. You know, I always love driving long distances anyway. I only wish she didn't live next to this fucking thing. I-77 in Charlotte. Anybody that knows Charlotte knows this road is awful. It's not the quality of the road. It's because of the nature of drivers that are on this road. I'm trying to piece together. Can't really. Again, I'm trying to pay attention to the road here, so forgive me. I hope so. Yeah, I'm just reading that comment. I kind of got the idea. Again, I don't have my reading glasses on me, so. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Well, she's probably sleeping by now because she was falling asleep in the car here. So I don't know if I should call her when I get home. And this woman, what's great about her is she's beautiful in her own way, but she has a very fair, very average appearance, very feminine, very soft, very gentle. I don't detect any kind of seething or arrogance or deceptions or lies so far. Yeah, I was shocked when she immediately said, "Hey, I got kids. This happened and that happened and this happened. Boom, 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 boom." And most people are not that forthcoming. Definitely gonna have to do Sam's Club or BJ's tomorrow. Come on, dude, what are you doing, man? I can't wait to get off. Let me tell you again, if anybody knows I-77 here in Charlotte, it is by far the fucking worst highway to drive. It really is. It's awful. I'm not going to lie to any of you. You know, I'm taking this one with a grain of salt because when I let my defenses down, like I did these last two times, like the sucker that I am, I really don't want to be taken advantage of again. That's why I really got to be careful this time, because I can't deal with another bunch of shit. I don't want more shit. I've had enough. It's been a long time since I drove on 485 here. They did a nice job. They put brand new HOV lanes here, and they put those reflective strips into the asphalt, so you could see the road much more clear. And now they got the HOV lane open up. I can see. So I haven't been driving as much, and I can see the damn road, which is great. And that's one of the things about big highways like this. Even though 485 is a giant circle, you really don't have a lot of, like most roads that are interstate highways, they don't have highway lights or lamps, except in certain places. So to see that the highway's lit up like this, it's cool. But I have no use for the HOV lane at all. But it took them years to finally get that thing open. I think they were working on that before I moved down here. Oh my God, I'm beat. Well, I will say the car's computer's definitely starting to register some of these electrical faults because one of the lights went out on my car, but I'm still getting no response. I put the new airbag in and it's not doing anything. So the horn don't work. Shit, my hands are gripping. My car is ice cold. If that's one thing I will say, after changing out the relays in the car, the fans are doing what they're supposed to. And this car turns into an ice box now with the AC working the way it does now. At least I got that going for me. I hate getting it back in these big trucks. Is he getting off? Or is this the exit I need? Don't fucking come into this lane. What? I don't like fucking with big rigs, but I want to be next to that guy if he decides to make a fucking right turn to get off. Is it midnight already? Oh my God, man. It is midnight, past midnight. Oh, I hate this turn, Jesus. There must have been an accident here recently because two of the arrows, because this is a real tight turn coming off of 485. We have the Clover style entrances and exits here. And two of those arrow signs are down, it looks like. I just want to go the fuck home. Relax. I mean, I'm happy that at least this woman kept me company. It's strange because I know I genuinely feel like her heart's in the right place, but it just feels weird to have a woman I just met for the first time today like snuggling up on my shoulder, and I don't know how to interpret that. I'm sure if Penny were in here, he'd be saying something. I don't know what happened with Big Mama. Big Mama would normally come into the chat. I don't know what happened there. Guess everybody's running for the hills. Got a quarter of a tank. Maybe I should just keep driving for a while, but I want to go home and sleep. Just want to close my eyes and go to bed. Today was just a fucked up day that no one deserves. No one deserves this shit. I should drive around a little bit after that. I mean, yeah, I can't believe it's 12:15 already. If my car's clock is correct. I'm gonna watch because sometimes deer run through here too. It's another thing you gotta watch out for on these roads. Well, they've been culling deer. Oh, there's a fucking rabbit. Almost ran that one over. That's why I put my high beams on when I come through here. Little brown jackrabbit was just about to fucking run across the road. That's why you gotta watch at nighttime. Sometimes you'll get deer running across the road. You'll have rabbits, you'll have raccoons, you have all sorts of nighttime critters running around. You know what that rattling is in my car? That's the detached wire for the fans for the air conditioner, or the compressor to be more specific. I still got to get to the mechanic. There's one more part that I ordered for the car that's supposed to be here this week. And I can finally take this fucker in and get a proper inspection. Get the ABS pump replaced, which I got a brand new one in the back. Got the cooling fan for the air compressor for the heater and the AC. The relays have all been replaced. The fuses where they can be replaced have been. At least I got that going for me. We'll see what happens with this woman. I would like to believe that, you know, I guess pomp and circumstance and my penchant for being a cynic is making me question, like, you know what's going to happen? This is going to be the good one. And because of everything I've been through, I'm going to end up pushing her away. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Since I did this whole car ride after dropping her off, I'm questioning everything right now. You guys, I wish you were sitting where I'm sitting right now. Like, to me, everything looks like a simulation right now. You look like you're either going through a lot or you lost somebody. Or is it both? Or am I wrong to judge? Or whatever it was she said. I forgot her exact words. It was just so bizarre how she was able to get a beat on me like that. It's so warm and humid outside that my whatchamacallit, my windshield is actually getting foggy on the outside, which is weird. It's because it's ice cold right now in my cabin. It's 60 degrees. And I only got 2 bars up on the AC. That's one thing I'm happy with, is that at least the AC in my car functions the way it's supposed to. So that's good. At least I got that going for me. I just hope, like I said, I don't want to get my hopes up now. This thing happened today with this woman. Go to the slow lane here. Should be in this lane anyway. I just hope this one's not too good to be true, because, like I said, not many people can get a beat on me like that, and she did. Is this oil or grease? It looks like oil or something. That doesn't look like humidity. That looks like oil. Technically, you really shouldn't put Windex inside of your windshield wiper well, but it's the only thing that beats highway grease and oil. Now that's not humidity or moisture. That's definitely something I got on the road on the trip home. That looks like oil. Because these are brand new windshield wipers. They shouldn't be smearing like this. And I know I got a brand new bottle of Windex in the back of my car there, so. Let me find, well, I'm almost at Super Walmart here anyways. I can always pull over. That's not condensation. That's not humidity. That's clearly grease or oil that I picked up on the highway there. Get off the road and do this right. Yeah, I want to spray my windshield a little bit with some Windex. That'll break up that, whatever that is on my, it's definitely oil. The windshield should not look like that. I think right here is good enough, nice and bright where I can see. Yeah, that's not humidity, that's oil for sure. Yeah, yeah, I can see the rainbow. Yeah, when you see a rainbow like that, that's definitely fucking grease. Oh yeah, immediate difference. Yep, that rainbow was gone. That was grease. And there's a haze on the inside of my window. Yeah, it's clearly grease. It's definitely grease. Ugh. Yeah, I definitely picked that up on I-77 for sure. Give this window a good clean. I did buy new microfiber cloths for the car. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely oil. Good. Well, there's a little bit of haze on there, and I think that haze is from the wax that I put on the dashboard here. That's what that is. It just needs a good once over. But it's that outside that's definitely grease or oil of some type. Let me go on the passenger side and clean this the right way. I'll be right back here, guys. Yeah, that's definitely a haze on the inside. That needs to go. That's probably from the wax that I put on the dashboard. And that's what happens when the car sits outside in the baking sun here in the south. It definitely burns off the armor all. Jesus, man. Okay. Oh yeah, that inside looks so much better already. I can see that haze on the inside is gone. It's just the outside now that needs to be done. I even got a little bit of that on the rear view. Okay. That's gone. this. That's looking a lot better, right? Okay. Oh yeah, I can see the difference already. Yeah, it was grease. Grease and oil. I mean, there's a little humidity. But that's clearly oil of some type. It's the washer fluid. That's what's doing it. Oh shit. It's the window washer fluid. That means I've got to drain the tank. Yeah, it's the wiper fluid. Well, that's not good. If I'm getting grease and oil, that means that this fluid is worthless. Yeah, look at that. It's all fucking, yeah, it's the fluid. Oh shit. Yeah, it's the fucking wiper fluid. It's doing it. What's coming off of it's the fluid. The damn wiper fluid, and I just cleaned this with Windex. Take a look at that. So that means that this wiper fluid is no good no more. I'm gonna have to drain the tank. That's what that means. So that means when I have a chance, I'm gonna have to flush. Yeah, the wipers being dry like they are is taking off a lot of that grease by itself. So I'm gonna have to drain the well. And that'll solve that problem. There's no need for the air conditioner. It stopped raining, so don't need this. Yeah, it is freaking cold in this car. At least I got that, man, that the fucking AC works. Something has to give. I'm gonna head home. Get myself out of here. I forgot how to do this in this part. Just a little strange because this is one of multiple Walmarts I use, but it's just odd because everything is closed. So I'm not used to driving through here without any type of foot traffic or traffic of any kind for that matter. McDonald's is open, but ugh. I got plenty of food at home, so I shouldn't even be thinking about food at a time like this. Cars. Really have a lot to think about. And now with this woman, I don't want to get too happy. I really don't want to get too happy. Whoa, what the fuck was that? Oh, there's a mosquito in the car. I can feel it eating at my legs. Don't even try it. What the fuck? Dude. No, it's because it's so fucking dark behind me. I can't even see. I've got a working theory with my windshield here. It can't be just oil and grease. I'm wondering if the glass is that cold. I don't want to touch it with my fingers. What I'm wondering, is the glass that cold on the inside that it's causing condensation on the outside? See, now I got the heater blowing hot air onto the windshield. I got that fucker cranking too. Now all of a sudden, so I gotta watch me because now I'm at a red light. As soon as I touch paper, it's gonna turn green. Watch. Where's my paper? Right here. Let's see what happens. I'll do this quickly before that red shows up. Now watch, I'm going to be doing this and then the fucking light will change. So that's my luck. Yeah, that's what it is. It's the damn glass is too cold. I mean, at least the windows are clean on the outside and the inside, but I'm just, now that I'm looking at it, yeah, I think the glass, the windshield itself is too cold. And it's causing condensation on the outside. That's exactly what it is. Yep. Look how nice and clear that looks now. Now if I use the sprayer, I'll let that sit for a while. The schmutz that's really not schmutz disappears. So that's what it is. It's the damn window's fucking cold because this car turns into an ice box. So if I run the AC for too long, the windshield gets too cold and it creates condensation on the outside. That's what you call deductive reasoning and logic. What's up, 99? It just happened at random outside. You know, after I did that live stream, let's just say I really wasn't, I don't want to think about it. It wasn't good. I'll leave it at that. What I will say is that, you know, she saw through me like a book. You know, I think I was doing one of these or whatever it was, and she's like, either you lost somebody or something personal happened or you're going through some things. And I'm like, you know, is it that obvious? Like I said, it just happened. Why is this light taking so long? I really don't want to do this, but I'm going to, yeah, let me get away from this because I prefer to do this legal than illegal. That light should have changed my lights. I'm going to have to do this the long way. Because if I know CMPD and my town police, they're probably out here trolling, so that's the last thing I want is a fucking wrong way ticket. No thank you. I'd rather do it the long way. Do a proper U-turn. But yeah, it just happened. I can't explain it to you. I'm not going to try to explain it. It just happened. And then we talked and talked and talked and talked and talked. Just certain things she was saying, like, you know, it felt like she was reading me. And then, you know, I was telling her about all the stuff that's going on, how I got lied to, cheated on, attacked online for no reason, lied to, all this other stuff. And she's just like, you sound like a man that's war-torn. That was the word that she used, was war-torn. You know, and the conversation just kept going and kept going and kept going. You know, I told her I run my business from home. I don't live too far from here. You know, well, let's go see. Don't tell me about it. Show me, like a thing like that. Don't tell me about it. Show me. She told me about her kids, stuff that she went through, what happened with her. which I appreciate because I'm sick and tired of fucking people's lies. That's why I don't want to say it's too good to be true, but I've been down this road before where I've been completely fucked by people with their sob stories and everything else. Like with this asshole, I'm out $120 or whatever the fuck it was for a crib or playpen and a stroller. Not even a thank you, nothing. And if you all watch that live stream, you see what she did. She sent me scantily clad videos of her just to sell me on the idea. Oh, by the way, help me. And then pow, that's when I get punched in the fucking face with it. She's another one of these fucking rats. It's sad. That's why with this woman, not even a girl, this woman, and she's around my age. You can tell like this woman's been through a lot because she looked at me and she said, you look like a man that's either lost, you lost someone, you're hurting, you this, that. And I'm like, why? You know what I mean? Am I that obvious to read? And she hears something to that effect, and she's like, well, you don't look like you're doing too well. And that's how the whole conversation started off. And one thing led to another, and brought her to my place. We were in there for a couple hours bullshitting. It was getting late and we lost track of time. She put her hands on my face and pecked me on the cheek, and then the peck on the cheek turned out into like a makeout session. And then we got in my car and I drove her all the way up to where she lives in by Lake Norman there. I can tell my blood pressure's up, my fucking shoulders hurt. So I don't want to, that's why I'm trying to stay away from the fucking Red Bulls late at night. Got it right here, right at the ball joint. That's what it feels. It feels like somebody's punching me in my shoulder. Before you know it, she's holding my hand in the car here and nestling up against me. And I think I was about maybe 10 minutes away from the exit where I had to drop her off at home, and that's what started me live streaming, because she was falling asleep here next to me and putting her head on my shoulder and nestling up on me and everything like that. And then the highway made like this weird turn, so she kind of like rolled over against my door, that sort of thing. Did you or were you able to verify if she's a Mexican? Well, she is, of course. Many of you are probably going to say, well, it figures. She is Hispanic. Well, like I said, she was straight up with me and basically laid it out. I got kids. They're older. They're in their teens. You don't have to worry about that. She asked me, all sorts of questions, and I asked her all sorts of questions, but I was happy that at least, she told me about her kids, her situation, so that was a big breath of fresh air. That at least there's no guesswork. That's a rare sight. You never see people walking outside at this time around here. It was a breath of fresh air. It was just spooky because, like I said, it's just the way she approached me over here where I live. because I had to get the fuck. I had to get out. I'm telling you guys, if you watched that live stream today, I had to force myself to get the fuck out. I had to get out. I had to get out. Straighten up. Tomorrow I'm gonna have to get gas. Well, that's why I try to tell people, you know, you cannot put one or two individuals into the same category as the whole. You know, it's like what happened after 9/11 in New York City when they were planning on building a mosque right next to the Trade Center. There was nothing but panic and fear mongering because of everything that went down. You know, you cannot lay that on the doorstep of an entire fucking culture because of a handful of idiots. You know, not every fucking Hispanic person is illegal. Not every fucking black person is a thief or a murderer. Not every white person is a drug addict and a hick. You can't do that kind of stuff. I know I poke fun at things and make fun of stuff, but you can't do that kind of shit. There are people that just take things too far like that. And I'm really happy that at least she was forthcoming, you know. So right here in town where I live, right here in town, right in the strip mall here, I had to get myself up, had to get myself going. I had to do what I had to do. If I didn't pick myself up and go, I wouldn't be doing this live stream, I can tell you. At least the damn bike's over outside. That's good. Glad the management finally, because of his fucking nonsense. Yeah, like I said, I was there doing one of these. It's like I was like this. You know, but she saw I wasn't in good shape. But again, I know my luck. I know how things work. I don't want to get too happy, because then something might go wrong, and I don't want that again. I had enough. I certainly had enough. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna go upstairs, guys. I'm tired. I'm very tired. I'm very burnt out. I'm worn out. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We're supposed to meet this Friday again. I mean, it's a nice drive. It's a straight shot. Well, again, I'm not going to say that on camera because she's not one of those. Did she leave something in the car? Oh no, that's the fuse cover for the car's computer inside here by the driver's side. We'll see what happens. I don't want to get too happy. I don't want to get too comfortable, and I certainly don't want my emotions to. I don't need any more fucking disappointment than I've already had these past months. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up right here. I really need to sleep. I'm going to try to sleep. I got them new knockout pills that I got to put me to bed real fast. I need a good night's sleep. I want to forget that today even happened, with the exception of this woman that I met today. I really want to forget that this day happened. This was too much. It's too much anymore. It's wearing me out emotionally. But again, like I said, I don't want to get happy. I fucked this up? I bet you I fucked this up. I gotta wait for the lights to turn off. Okay. There it is. All right, I want to make sure. I'm going to make sure to keep the cab lights in sync, otherwise my battery will blow out or burn out. At least all this other stuff is working. That's lit, which is good. I'm burnt out. I'm very burnt out. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I'm emotionally drained. We'll see what happens. Jesus, I can see I'm not physically. I can see it. Is it raining again? Yes, it is. A little bit, anyway. I need to go upstairs, folks. Look at how big this is. This is the new Piazza jersey. Look at how gigantic it looks on me. Because I know I lost more weight. Because I know I'm not eating properly. I had all that junk food the other night with the Burger King, and that I couldn't finish it. I feel trapped. I feel trapped. Anyway, I'm gonna go upstairs. Good night, everybody.